You're sitting outside, it's quiet, maybe you're lost in thought. Then, out of the corner of your eye, you see it. A moth, pale wings, drawn to the porch light. And suddenly, there's this strange stillness. You can't explain why, but something about it feels charged, like it came with a reason. What if that quiet flicker of wings meant more than just nighttime movement? What if it carried a message about you, your soul, or even someone who's no longer here? Tell me, has a moth ever shown up at just the right moment? Maybe when you were thinking about something or someone. Drop your story in the comments. I'm listening. Moths are quiet visitors, but spiritually, they speak volumes. They may not roar like lions or soar like hawks, but their presence holds deep meaning. Here's what it could mean when a moth crosses your path, especially if it keeps happening. First, moths are symbols of transformation, but not the loud, obvious kind. The kind that happens in the dark, behind the scenes, inside you. Moths begin in one form, cocoon themselves in stillness, and emerge with wings. So if a moth appears to you, it might be asking, what's changing inside you right now? What new part of you is almost ready to come forward? Maybe you've been growing quietly, shifting slowly, becoming someone new in a way nobody else can see yet. Second, moths follow light. Even in total darkness, they find their way by a distant glow. Spiritually, this is powerful. It can be a reminder that you too are being led. Maybe you don't have all the answers yet. Maybe you can't see the whole picture, but you're being pulled towards something brighter, something that matters. That flicker you keep noticing, it's not random. It's the path. Third, moths can be messengers from the other side. Many people have reported moths appearing after a loved one has passed, quietly landing beside them, circling softly, and the timing is too perfect to ignore. If you've been missing someone or wondering if they're still nearby, a moth might be the soft whisper of, "I'm still with you." It doesn't shout, it just shows up. Gentle, present, real. Fourth, a moth's visit can mean things are shifting in your inner world. Something you've buried for a long time, grief, pain, or even a buried truth, might be ready to rise. Moths are nighttime creatures. They move in the quiet hours. So spiritually, they can show up when it's time to go inward, to gently face what you've been hiding from. Not all at once, just enough to bring it to light. The fifth meaning is this: trust your instincts. Moths move by a sense that's hard to explain, something quiet and unseen. When one appears to you, it could mean your own inner compass is stronger than you think. You don't need to overthink every move. Sometimes you just know. The moth comes to say, follow that subtle pull, the quiet voice. It's not your imagination, that's your truth speaking. Number 6, there may be something in your life right now that's worth letting go of. Moths are drawn to flame, but sometimes that flame can harm them. It's a reminder to ask yourself, what am I clinging to that might be burning me out? Is there something I keep chasing that just keeps hurting me? The moth says, don't mistake attraction for alignment. Just because something's bright doesn't mean it's meant for you. Seventh, moths symbolize patience. They don't race around like butterflies. Their rhythms are slower, more deliberate. So if one shows up around you, it could be an invitation to slow down. Not everything needs to be solved today. Maybe you're in a season where you're meant to pause, rest, let the next step reveal itself naturally. No rushing, just trust in timing that's bigger than yours. Eighth, the color of the moth matters too. Many are white or pale gray, which in many spiritual traditions represents purity and protection. So if you're going through a hard time or feeling unsafe, a moth might show up as a small symbol of safety, a kind of quiet coverage, like someone or something is watching over you, even if you can't see it. Ninth, moths are reminders that sensitivity is a strength. They're delicate, soft, quiet, but they survive in hard conditions. They know how to wait out the darkness. They don't need loud colors or flashy movements to prove their worth. If you've ever felt too sensitive, or like you don't quite fit in with the fast pace or noise of the world, a moth might be your spirit's way of saying, you're exactly how you're supposed to be. And finally, moths can bring the message, something unseen is about to be revealed. These creatures are drawn to the hidden. They slip through cracks. They move in silence. So when they appear, it might mean truth is about to rise, a secret, a realization, even a long-lost memory. Spiritually, the moth brings light to what's been hiding in the dark, not to scare you, but to free you. So let's bring it all together. When a moth visits you, especially more than once, stop. Pay attention. Is something inside you changing? Are you following a quiet pull towards something new? Are you being told to release something that's not helping you anymore? Think about what was on your mind when the moth appeared. What were you feeling? Who were you thinking about? Was it comfort? Was it a reminder? Was it clarity you didn't know you needed? Maybe that little creature wasn't just a creature at all. Maybe it was a symbol from your soul or from something beyond yourself. Because moths may be soft, but they're powerful. They sense what others don't. They teach us to move quietly, yet meaningfully. They show up when the soul needs a gentle voice in the dark. So next time a moth flutters by your window, don't swat it away. Pause, watch, and listen. Something sacred might be trying to reach you.